Zulu is actually heaven. So the Zulus are the people of heaven. This was, of course, this name was given by King Shaaga, who is the founder and ruler king of the Zulu nation. So he called them Zulus. There were different tribes. There were Kumalos, those are surnames, Kumalos, Ndwandwes, Mtetwas, and many other tribes. And then King Shaaga, you know, decided to consolidate them into one mighty nation, the Zulu nation. And indeed, within a short space of time of about 11 years, he succeeded to accomplish all this.
King Shaaga, you know, is well known as the builder of the Zulu nation. He went through a lot. He was born illegitimately. And he grew up and showed to be a very strong man. He was fearless. And then when the white people came in this country, he embraced them. It's not true that he killed them. He embraced them because he realized, he was a very brilliant person, that they had unique skills. The skills he wanted his people to learn and adopt. And he fought many, many wars, you know, which he all won because of his skills, military skills that he applied. So what happened when he died? He was killed by the members of his own family. The person who orchestrated his death was his aunt, Princess Mkabayi, and his half brother, Dingan, King Dingan, and another brother, Mhlangana.
Here, as we are in the spirit of Emakosini, we are remembering our Zulu kings, 7 Zulu kings, which are light buried here in this place of Emakosini. And their graves are not in the top of this hill, but they are scattered all over the place of Emakosini. And the kings which are remembered here in the place of Emakosini is the only kings which their graves are here. Like King Zulu, King Kosinkulu, King Punga Mageba, Ndaba, Jama, and King Senzangakhona. And as you see these 7 horns of different animals, we respect these kings about these 7 horns. It was opened officially on the 3rd of May 2003 by the King Guti Zwelithini Zulu and Prince Mjibteles. And about this monument, it symbolizes the 7 Zulu kings, which are light buried here in this place of Emakosini. Okay, it also symbolizes the link between the Zulu culture and the wildlife. As you see, these big beer pots symbolize togetherness. It stands for togetherness because it combines all people together to be one nation. And this is also a beer pot stand. We called it Inkatha in Zulu, a beer pot stand. It's a stand for the water basket and it's a stand for a firewood. And about this stand, it stands for unity. To all nations, all races must come together to be unity. Sibe munye. And there's also a Zulu mat there. A Zulu traditional mat. We call it ikansi in Zulu. Ikansi. We just use it for sitting and for sleeping. Okay, these pictures around this monument, it reminds us about the domestic life during the times of the Zulus. And as you see these 7 horns of different animals, each horn represents a king. As this first horn here is for the mountain red horn. We call it Inqala in Zulu. And this one is a Nguni cow, the favorite cow of the Zulus, Inkomo Yamanguni. And that one is an eland, impofu in Zulu. And that one is an elephant tusk or an elephant ivory, is in Yolendovo. And that one is an kudu horn, Umgaka in Zulu. And white rhino there, Umkombe Umhlope. And the last one, male pushback, we call it Unkonka in Zulu. According to our tradition, when it comes to the Shaga's Day, we call it the Shaga's Day on the 24th of September. That day, Shaga passed away on 24 September 1828. We used to remember him every single year, the month of September, we used to remember him. We just go down there at Istenga where his grave is. They are busy singing and dancing all the day. And the king delivered the speech and the honorable members delivered the speech to be proud to be the Zulus.
Respect is the issue. My kid can't just talk anyhow with me, can't just answer anyhow when I talk to him or her. They have to show signs of respect.
You can't call an adult by their name as a sign of respect. You would call them Ma something or just Ma. Anybody that's of childbearing age is your mother. So even with discipline as well, if I do something wrong outside, I can be disciplined by anybody there because they're still my mother and my father or grandfather or anybody else like that. And
according to our culture, for us, you must enter in the heart while you are kneeling down with your knees and stay on your left-hand side. You can't sit on a chair like a man because you are a woman. You must sit down on a Zulu mat like this. Then you sit down with a respect, not to sit in the chair. It is our culture to respect. And according to our culture, and we always wear a long skirt like me, and you put the hat on your hair like me. I think in the morning, if you see me coming out of my house, I was wearing a hat. It is our culture to wear the hats on our heads while you are married. And according to our Zulu culture, when a woman, when she's staying with his husband in the house while they are talking, it is not good for her to stare her husband in the eyes. She must do something, or making mats, or knitting, or whatsoever it may be, in order to show him a respect. I'd like to tell you more about and when a Zulu lady becoming an age ceremony, reaching the 21st. Okay, according to our culture, when a Zulu lady comes to that stage, her father let me start first. This lady with the ladies of the same age, who are the virgins, really virgins. They used to stay in the huts, Zulu huts, because we've got the modern houses now, rondavels. They used to stay in the huts for almost 7 days, being in the huts, not to look after for the boys. And they are busy dancing in these huts, singing and dancing, these ladies. Okay, on the 7th day, her father makes a big function ceremony to thank her child to be there a virgin.
We call it the young girls go through memulo, which basically means you're now ready for marriage. And that's, I've had one of those, and I felt it was important for me to have that. We had the bride thing afterwards as well, but for me, the most important part was to have memulo.
This father called friends, like uncles, cousins, friends, and the parts of the community to come and celebrate this day, this big day. This man slaughtered a cow, a big cow. Then they used to make a Zulu beer, uchwala. They call the people to drink the Zulu beer, and that's uchwala. And this lady, who is the virgin, and his father hang her, that is such what we call it umhlwehlwe in Zulu. They hang it over the shoulders of that lady, and on her head, they put some monies, 20 rands, 100 rands, it's just as a present, and they give her the gifts, or blankets, or whatsoever it may be, in order to thank her to be there a virgin. After that, she is free to choose a boyfriend. She is free to marry if he reaches that age of 21st.
When I get married sometime, I still want a lobola to be paid for me and everything else as well.
It is difficult for a guy to pay lobola, but a long time ago as Zulus, you would have a crawl full of kekli, about 90 or 70, so it would be easy for you just to call friends and family members to drive the kekli towards that particular family. But now, because of this high rate of unemployment and other issues, it's very difficult.
It's not like your girl is being bought. No, it's like saying this girl is valuable. You know, something that you get free of charge. You don't respect that thing. You don't really take care of whatever. You don't support, you really don't care. But if you know as a man that you've paid 11 cows or 24 cows, you know that this is treasure. And also it is a way of saying to the parents, thank you, I will always take care of this. So it's a nice thing for us, for our children to be paid lobola.
On a wedding day, the lady should cover her face, not complete. There is something, it is beaded, it is called imvagazi, which drop down beads or wool. That is a sign of respect.
When they enter there to the family of the groom, the girl is not allowed to wear anything. The only thing that he do, they just give them the blanket, they just put them the blanket, cover his body and the head. By the way, they sing them, they surround the whole yard, and thereafter they get in the room. The girl, they get inside the one room, and the boys get in the other room. The girl, they sit with the women, and the men, they sit with the boys. The groom carry the shield, an umbrella, and a knife or a spear. An umbrella, it shows that there are lots of problems that you're going to have, like rain, and you need to tolerate or persevere, something like that. The shield, you're going to fight. The marriage is not an easy thing to do. You're going to fight, you need to win. the knife. The girl, she's not allowed to eat an egg, to eat a chicken, to eat fish, to eat milk until he get married.
The male also wear a leather wear, like the lady. This is a sign of remembering their ancestors and thanking them for giving this marriage, because we believe that marriage, we can love each other, but it can end there. It is a blessing to love each other and end up getting married.
Well, as Zulus, we understand that, for example, my grandfather had 44 wives and 20 girlfriends. Then, although my dad did not subscribe to that, he has got only one wife, my mother. But it's not strange. We grew up knowing that polygamy is accepted. And up to this moment, some people practice it.
I won't be married to a man with another wife.
We are suffering from transport. We have no roads, no water. We're traveling a long distance to reach the water. We're traveling a long way to go to town. No cars, nothing. No electricity. We cook by doing fire.
Actually, most of us woke up at 4 to 5 hours home. They find it's hard for them to do their homeworks during the afternoons because they arrive home late and they have to sleep and do their house chores and all of those things. So they have to do the homework in the morning or end up copying it from their friends.
Yeah, it used to be a problem, but the government is addressing that issue. We've got feeding schemes now at school, and of late they are even talking about providing transport for the kids to get to school, especially the kids from rural areas, who travel for long distances to reach schools. By the time they reach schools, they are tired, they are hungry, they've risked a lot along the way.
The drug rate is very high. You sometimes find people during school hours smoking dagga, and when there are functions here at school, sometimes people they smoke, they drink alcohol, which is not good. So the first time it was the boys that were drinking, drinking and smoking and doing stuff, but now it has. The girls are doing it too.
The problem of teenage pregnancy actually is very, very high in my school. Actually, especially the grade 8s, the one who are new in schools, they are the one who become pregnant the most. You find it in the class of the grade 8, maybe the grade 8A, you find that about 8 girls who are pregnant, and you find that they didn't have much information about sex and all of those things. They got pregnant through, they don't know what to do.
There's a high rate of pregnancy with the kids. Some of them because of poverty and because this government has taken out this grant, child support grant, and a poor child would sometimes think, hey, if I would have one child, I would be able to overcome this problem.
Well, I'm ashamed to speak about AIDS because almost every day people are burying their young ones. Our young now will not come up to 18, will not come up to 20, will not come up to 25. So the HIV/AIDS endemic is really, really doing a lot of harm to our communities. It is terrible. People are swimming in poverty. We have got no industries.
we still believe in the presence of the dead people. And our forefathers, we call them ancestors. And some families, you know, celebrate their lives in different times of the year. And when they want to do things, introduce new initiatives, or even if they want to get a job, that's a simple thing, they will make a ritual to consult with the ancestors, to request the ancestors to support. So there is a mix. We believe, we do go to church as Christians, and we also do believe in the presence and in the existence of our ancestors.
If I'm dead, like if I just drop dead right now, my family members won't just accept that I'm in the mortuary. They would, during the day when they would come and take my body from the mortuary around Shore, they will come here first and say, where did she last sit? Then they will point at this area. Then they will come here and it seems as if they are talking to me. And they say, let's go home. And the particular person that will be doing that will be quiet from here until he or she reaches the house. Going all the way to Mkuze, all the way to Chozini, all crossing the bridge. Whenever he crosses the river, he would say, we are crossing river so and so. Whenever he stops somewhere, the car stops, even if in the garage, he would say, we are now stopping at so and so garage, and please move with us. When the car starts again, he would say, please don't stay here, we are now going home until we get to our house, until I get to my father's house. So that is one of the cultures that we still, or of the beliefs that we still follow.
The funeral, according to the Zulu tradition, once somebody passed away, we spend 5 or 6 days letting everybody know, the community plus the relatives. We don't bury that somebody before the relatives come, all the members of the relatives. Then, when the day comes for funeral, early in the morning, we start by digging the grave. After digging the grave, then we take that somebody to his or her grave after a service, church service, because most of the Zulus are all Christians. So after that service, then we take that corpse to the grave. There they will be doing a lot of praying also in the grave, blessing the grave. Then they let down the coffin. After letting down the coffin, but before they let down the coffin, there must be a nice blanket, new blanket, which must be used to cover the coffin. And there must be some few things which are given to him or her, which are lying next to the grave, next to the coffin. Yes. And then there must be some sticks which are put on top of the grave so that the sand mustn't touch the coffin.
Amen.
dancing and singing in the funeral is a matter of showing the people that goodbye in a nice way, in a happy way. We must have that happy ending with his or her body. Before they bury, they put the soil inside on top of the coffin with hands. Only the members of the family.
uJesu Kristu inkosi yethu kuze kube phakade uNkulunkulu ngamandla kulabo abakuthakathaka
The Zulu people in the rural areas, they bury their dead ones inside their yards. It must be around near the home, just outside the house, so that everybody lies there, because we have got that belief. He or she wakes up, he must be near the house where he used or she used to stay.
Ngisuka lapha endlini ngiya lapha ya. Ngifike lapha endlini ngangena. Ngaqala ngahlabelela nebandla. Kwasukuba khona abanye abagqokiswa ingubo abangenayo engutsheni zejoyini lezi abayigqokileyo. Baphuma naye bazomgqokisela lapha phandle. Mase beqeda ukumgqokisela lapha phandle bangena nayo baqonda ngqo kimi. Ngafika mina ngambeka izandla zokuthi aqine evangelini engalezi ingubo egqokileyo. Aqine ukuze ukuthi uma ekhulekela noma abantu abe namandla okungesabi. Aqeda lokho savula iBhayibheli loba sishumayele. Savula encwadini kaMathewu Mathewu 8. Sakhuluma ngoMathewu 8, sakhuluma evesini ka14, sasuka ku14 sakhuluma evesini ka28. Uma umuntu eshonile la enkonzweni, makuumuntu wenkonzo, sihlanganise imali sithenge ukudla sukuyise kubo kwalowo mntwana oshonile. Silekelele labo abashonele. Ebese sithenga ingubo yakhe lo shonile. Bese simambesa ngayo ukuthi ke ahambe nayo leyo ngubo. Emveni kwalokho ke bese hamba sombeka emathuneni. Bese sifunda ke amazwi aqondene ngqo nokumphelezela ukuba ahambe aye kuNkulunkulu. Ezangomeni ngicabanga sangoma, ngicabanga inkonzo kuphela.
Isangoma kithina abantu abamnyama sibaluleke ngoba uma unenkinga noma ulahlekelwe uyakwazi ukuhamba uyobhula esangomeni sikutshela ukuthi leyo nto elahlekile iyini ikubani. Emva kwalokho phinde futhi kufika omunye umuntu egula, uphinde futhi umbhulele umtshela ukuthi uphethwe yini engakaye kumasejari kodwa wena uzofike umenze usizo lokuqala uya emasejari nje mhlambe wena usuhlulekile kokunye usesindile sekuba ukuba nje ayovuselela umzimba wakhe.
Ngisangoma.
Yebo ngiyakholela ezangomeni.
Yebo siumbonisi wendlela yempilo yomuntu nesizwe nokweluleka ukuthi kuhamba kanjani empilweni yomuntu konakelephi kungalungiswa kanjani futhi sihlale njalo sikhomba indlela yokuphila nempilo ngoba kukhona kwesikhathi seluleka sangomuntu manje lo muntu kukhona umuntu ongasadingeka imuthi mhlawumbe ngenxa ukuthi isifo suke sesimdlile njalo siyithemba lesizwe futhi sangoma nxa sisuke sihola umphakathi ngokwempilo abantu bayethembela kakhulu kusona asike umxabanisi kepha siwumxazululo wabantu nxa bexabana noma befuna ukubulalana isikhathi esiningi nje kwethenjelwe kusona esangomeni ngoba umphakathi mawubona ukuthi nangu mhlawumbe uyawa lo nangu mhlawumbe uyagula lo kuyekuthiwe eqale kuyothathwa ngendlebe esangomeni esithwasile sagcina yonke izimpawu isangoma asiplan ngokwazi ukuthi bengifisa ukuthi ngiqoke njengesangoma bengifisa ukuba ifashion nami vele beyisangoma ngoba kufuna uma wehlukanisa izinkinga zomuntu uzehlukanisa njengalendlela obone ngayo njengalokhu sibonile isangoma noNkulunkulu nezidalwa zonke kuye ngokuthi kuyiqiniso lelo ngoba kuyihlala njalo kuyicala esangomeni ukuxabanisa abantu asifunakala isangoma esofika sithi wena uxatshaniswa umakhelwane kufanele masisho njalo kube lokho kuyiqiniso ngempela isibeshisana abantu sebedubulana abantu ngenxa yaso futhi isangoma ingakho ke ngithi siyithemba lesizwe nokwethembela emndenini nakubantu ubaba wami wayesangoma ngisho ngisemncane kuleso sikhathi emveni kokuba eseshonile mina bengumakhe ngakha izindlu ngabe sengiqala ukugula ke ngiwa abanye beze becabanga ukuthi mhlambe ngiphuzile nami ngangazi ukuthi yini ayenza kimi njalo ke kusho ukuthi ngaze idlozi la ngikhipha ke la ngahamba njalo nami la ngangazi ukuthi ngiyapi laze lo ngithwasisa ke endundule emkhindini amathambo lawo ngangenalo ulwazi futhi ayengekho lapho angangithwase khona ubaba wami wayengenalo ulwazi ubaba uthisha wami phambilini wayengenawo ulwazi lwamathambo kusho ukuthi ngabe sengithwasa ke lapho ngithandaza nangokwedlozi wabe sefika ke emveni kokuba sengithwasile ubaba ngephupho edaye ngitshela ngalodwa ithambo ukuthi leli limele baba mkhulu ngaze ngagcina sengiwazi ke angithwasiswanga umuntu ithambo kepha ngithwasiswe ubaba wami ongasekho enze ukuthi umsebenzi lo uqhubeke njalo basinda abantu kwabe sekuqhubekeka umsebenzi njalo ke bayafika abantu indawo zonke bayasinda osuke sevele ngesenda ukusinda akabe sasinda ke mhlawumbe suke sekufika isikhathi sokuba aye kuNkulunkulu wakhe Indlela yokuqala ekhombisayo ukuthi manje serious. Manje ingilosi singasondela ingikhombise inkinga yalomuntu. Makushisela impepho uphawu lokuqala ukuthi sebengasondela ingilosi ingasondela idalwa zakithi nezalo yamuntu zikhombise mina ukuthi inkinga yakhe yini emphethe. Ngoba ngenkathi engena lo muntu bengazi ukuthi uphethwe yini, kepha ngitshelwe la ukuthi lento imshisa kanjena ibangwa yini, kufanele alungise kanjani ukuziphele.
Wasebona ukuthi nginebhande, esebona ukuthi esethatha umuthi esengigcoba, wathi angilayitha ikhandlela, ngalilayitha ikhandlela, wathi andicishe, ngalicisha, waphinda ngalilayitha, wasethi andicishe, ngalicisha, wasethi andilayitha, ngase ndilayitha. Ngase-ke wasebona ukuthi kunesilwane esingilandelayo, kwase kuba sebona nokuthi khona umuntu ongimphuphayo, bese ngiyamphupha-ke impela. Wasebona ukuthi futhi idli kunedliso.
Yebo, ngaso sonke isikhathi ngiyaphumelela, kodwa futhi ngesinye isikhathi uma inkinga idalwa zakubo zingezinhle kahle ngengifeyile.
With the introduction or coming of the Western culture, lots of our culture has been, lost. But we still try to maintain it, because our culture we regard as our identification. We hold it, in high esteem, because people without culture have no future. So one of those people who would like to see our culture not being extinguished, being carried forward and passed on to the young generation. Particularly, I was brought up, my late dad, he was one of the princes, and he actually enjoyed the Zulu culture.
The king plays quite a big role in most Zulus' lives. He's one of the, we're all very proud to say that I have a king. I have a king. At the end of the day, okay, other cultures, they might have their chiefs or whatever they have, but I have a king.
The Zulus are proud to be Zulus.